No words, only a movement. No words, only a dance. Swing down.
Ahlan wis ahlan, Alexandria. Good evening. Salamat po, konnichiwa. We are back. Welcome to the Miss Eco International 2026 Evening Gown and Eco Dress Prime. Look how far we have come this week, Habibis. The talent show by the Mediterranean, a cultural carnival that lit up Montaza, and our resort wear show, which gave us Miss Eco Nigeria, our first seat on the top 21. The cultural carnival gave us Miss Eco Mexico, our second seat. And with two queens already locked in, tonight we're going to add a third to that top 21. Tonight has two halves. First, the eco dress, the brainchild of our chairwoman and founder, Dr. Amel Resk. Sustainable fashion, beauty made from less waste, pushing every designer towards a lighter footprint. Its winner earns an automatic spot in the top 21. This is beauty with a purpose, worn on the runway. And then we'll move on to the evening gown, pure elegance under the lights, where we will honor two of these ladies with the prestigious Top Model Award and Miss Elegant Awards. First, a quick shukran to the brands behind tonight. Our home this evening, the Crown Plaza Alexandria. Thank you for the room, and thank you for the magic. Sugary Photography, Leo Photography, and Rami Anwar Photography. Shukran for helping make tonight shine, and of course, Sa'a, Egypt's most prolific set designer. Let's get to the judges, the people who are going to be making sure that tonight's decision is the right one. Of course, starting from the center of all of my attention, our chairwoman and founder, Dr. Amel Risk. Sitting right next to her, Alexi Brooks is our Miss Eco International 2025. Samak Kamel, Miss Egypt 2025. Yusuf Ali, Mr. Eco Egypt 2025. Joining him on the stage is Kit Cortez, Mr. Eco Philippines 2025. Of course, we have Rami Anwar, the man who knows all the angles to get the shot. Ms. Maya Kamel, Miss Eco Arab. Marwa Kasrawi, the GM of our wonderful host, the Crown Plaza Alex. Hagar Mukhtar, Miss Egypt 2024. Manar Al-Saidi, Miss Grand Egypt. Shukran to each and every one of our judges tonight. Ladies, I hope you are ready back there, because here is how we begin. 44 queens, one dress each, one walk each. Yalla. Judges, your eyes up, Habibis. Let the eco dress begin. gown rises like the guardian of the outback, inspired by the emu, the bird on Australia's coat of arms that never steps backwards. Tonight, that becomes her message in motion, progress with resilience. And it is crafted entirely from reclaimed materials, retired wedding gowns, and discarded woven textiles, proving a simple truth: sustainability is design, not decoration. This is Adriana Gravador, Miss Eco, Australia. Representing Bangladesh, this dress is not just a creation, it is a promise. She designed this piece entirely by herself, from concept to creation, using the waste she personally collected from the ocean and the sea. Every fragment, every discarded piece once carried harm for marine life. Today, it carries a new purpose. The dress represents Jaldavi, the protector of the ocean. It is a symbol of resilience, reminding us that we throw away does not disappear. This is Miss Eco Brazil. She calls this piece Brazilian Soul. The corset is reclaimed denim, embroidered with crochet made by volunteer hands and detailed with shredded PET bottles. The skirt, reused plastic, even the tights were rescued from a thrift store. Created by students from southern Brazil, this is more than couture. It is proof that true beauty comes not from excess, but from awareness, community, and the courage to transform. Please welcome Joana Camargo La, Miss Eco Brazil. She calls this Reborn Aurora Maple. Her statement wings are forged from reclaimed scrap metal, nod to Canada's steel and resource industries. Set with maple leaves, hand from recycled water bottles, the flowing skirt is a recycled drape, hand-dyed in the greens, blues, and purples of the Northern Lights. And even the crystal bodysuit is repurposed from an old carnival costume. Mass-produced waste reborn as national pride. This is Olivier Liu, Miss Eco, Canada. She calls her gown Gardens of Paradise, a tribute to the beauty and fragility of Rapa Nui, Easter Island. It is made from microplastics gathered off her island's own coasts, fishing nets pulled in by the ocean currents, and the waste left behind by tourism. Drawing on the marine life of Polynesia and the ancestral symbol of the Birdman, it turns pollution into hope. Honoring a people who transform memory and culture into a future worth protecting. This is Hangarahi Pakarati, Miss Eco, Chile. She calls it Everbloom. Please help us welcome Lily Shu, Miss Eco, China. Her gown is built from repurposed wedding garments and silk flowers, once carried down the aisle, and by reusing those silk blooms, a wedding spares all the water, the refrigeration, and the airtight air freight that fresh flowers demand. First shown on the national stage, it returns reimagined, proof that fashion can evolve instead of being discarded. And that's what already exists can bloom again. Please help us welcome Miss Eco China, Lily Xu. It a rebirth of Colombia, woven from eco-friendly raffia and shaped to move like her country's rivers. Every detail is hand-painted in Colombia's vibrant colors. And that silver shimmer? Recycled plastic spoons, catching the light like water. The handmade flowers stand for the biodiversity, joy, and resilience of her people. Culture and nature reborn as art. This is Ana Maria Hernandez Posada, Miss Eco Colombia. This gown is entirely handmade. She designed and sewed every inch of it herself, from old dresses and fabrics that would have otherwise been thrown away. Each detail is hours of patient handiwork, finished with beads made right here in her home country of the Czech Republic. It is proof that fashion can become art while still respecting our planet. This is Anna Bartosova, Miss Eco, Czech Republic. República Dominicana. Every newspaper and every bottle cap in this dress was collected by hand from the parks of her home province, San Pedro de Macorís. It is a reminder that every small action adds up to something bigger, that waste can become art, and that fashion can become a powerful voice for change and beauty with a purpose. Caroline Espinosa is Miss Eco Dominican Republic. Her gown begins with discarded denim found decomposing and reborn into high fashion. But the heart of the piece is built from oxidized coins collected off the beaches of Manta, contaminating waste that silently harms the sea. What once polluted the ocean is now wearable art, and that comes with a message. What was abandoned can rise again with strength, beauty, and purpose. This is Naomi Lur, Miss Eco, Ecuador. She calls her gown the Golden Eagle, and she built it by hand from more than 3,000 recycled feathers with jewelry crafted from golden plastic paper, inspired by the eagle in flight. Its dramatic, oversized wings cover the ground, crowned by a headpiece shaped like the eagle's head. Strength, resilience, leadership, and pride. The gold is the glory of Egypt, the desert sun, and the fearless spirit of her country. This is Banan Maher, Miss Eco, Egypt. Reflections of change, and she made every inch of it by hand. It is built from recycled DVDs, This is electronic waste gathered through a community cleanup in her region, then cut and assembled piece by piece. So it does more than catch the light. It reflects the power of a whole community coming together for change. This is Andresa Sales, Miss Eco, Fernando de Noronha. She calls her creation new creation. More than 500 butterflies, each handcrafted from recycled plastic paper, rise in a swarm along the gown and up towards the headpiece. In Finland's own blue and white, they carry a single message: transformation, freedom, and rebirth. Discarded materials reborn as wearable art. Rosa Kilpi is Miss Eco Finland. An architect by profession, Louise built this gown the way the future must be built, and she calls it Reflections of Change. She made this from what already exists: aluminum cans, garbage bags, and simple kitchen foil. The metal flowers express feminine strength in a male-dominated industry, and the cape opens into architectural wings. Working in construction and responsible for 34% of global emissions, she steps forward tonight as a true architect of change. Louise Misako is Miss Eco, France. Is a bridge between the ocean and the earth, crafted from vines, leaves, and flowers. She also made it using seashells, capturing the true harmony of nature and the delicate balance between protecting the land and the sea. More than beauty, it stands for hope, for peace, and for the enduring bond between the earth and the ocean. Michelle Asim Apia is Miss Eco, Ghana. Calls this gown Mère Nature, Mother Nature herself. Made from natural and recycled materials, its colors are the earth's own. The green of the forests, the brown of the soil, and the floral touches of the garden in bloom. Every leaf speaks of life and rebirth. To wear Mother Nature is to carry a message of respect, protecting and loving this planet we share. Kyria Selena Romuska is Miss Eco, Haiti. draws its inspiration from the rare black rose, crafted from eco-friendly, skin-friendly materials with petal textures that echo nature itself. Its striking dark hue symbolizes both grace and fortitude, blending modern Hong Kong charm with classic Oriental elegance. Capturing the confident, poised spirit of the Hong Kong woman, Yan Wenxi is Miss Eco Hong Kong. This entire gown is built from recycled newspapers, including discarded pages layered into something meaningful and beautiful. Every fold is a commitment to sustainable fashion and a reminder that true beauty lies in protecting our planet. From India, a message of awareness, of innovation, and of hope for a greener future, Reem Sheikh is Miss Eco India. She calls this Echoes of Aurora. Inspired by the Northern Lights, this gown is crafted from recycled DVDs, digital waste turned into light, shimmering, and vibrant color, with a crystal-inspired crown and a futuristic silhouette. She is a modern queen carrying a clear message. Sustainability can be glamorous, it can be powerful, and it can be magical. Nikki Aurelia is Miss Eco Indonesia. Her gown is woven from recycled and upcycled plastic mesh with pink florals. Also recycled plastic that's inspired by Italy's historic gardens, her spring landscapes, and the renaissance of beauty, the symbol of renewal, femininity, and hope. And they prove that even discarded materials can bloom again into something elegant, meaningful, and conscious. This is Isabella Daspina, Miss Eco, Italy. Her gown is handcrafted from repurposed crocus bags, and in Jamaica, these bags carry meaning. For generations, they have stood for hard work, survival, and humble beginnings, carried by farmers and market vendors. Tonight, Shannon transforms that very symbol of resilience into wearable art, where sustainability meets everyday wear. This is Shannon Andrade, Miss Eco, Jamaica. Using discarded flowers and blooms left from unsold or rejected imperfections, she has made her gown From something discarded and yet beautiful, she calls it beauty reborn. Each petal keeps its own natural color and texture and carries one message. True beauty is not defined by perfection. Change the way you look, and what we call waste reveals new life. Tsugumi Matsumoto is Miss Eco, Japan. She calls this eco trashin'. A fit and flare gown built entirely from everyday rubbish, a bodice of drinking straws and cardboard, a skirt of black plastic bags, a headpiece and a necklace of bottles, cardboard, and more straws. Industrial, black and white, turned into avant-garde wearable art, a pointed statement about how much we threw away. Welcome, Nivea Kumar, Miss Eco, Malaysia. She comes to us as the daughter of the ocean. Her gown is the island itself, rising from the deep Indian Ocean. Its sandy beaches, its turquoise lagoons, and its rich and colorful marine life. Made from reused plastics, water bottles, and scrap fabric, it carries a call we can all answer. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Kimberly Nellie Grace is Miss Eco, Mauritius. One of the planet's most polluting industries is fashion. Nearly 10% of global carbon and a fifth of the world's freshwater pollution comes from these industries. Her answer, a gown made from leftover embroidered, rescued from her region's tradition as dresses. Set over a hoop of reclaimed PET, the very plastic that takes centuries to break down, she calls it Renace. Mexico, rise again. Please help me welcome Palmira Ruiz, Miss Eco, Mexico. She calls herself the Vintage Eco Queen, dressing the future in the ghosts of forgotten beauty and inspired by the hidden depths of the ocean. Her gown drifts through 3 shades of blue: Tidewater, Twilight, and the Deep Sea. Made from rescued deadstock fabric, silk organza, and transparent PVC, it ripples like moonlit water. A reminder that forgotten things can still be reborn as living couture. Sarah Tia is Miss Eco, Morocco. She calls this ice to water. The structured top is built from recycled plastic bottles, sculpted to look like sparkling ice, the strength of her mountains. It flows downward into water, capturing that fragile journey from ice to melt. Every bead reflects a melting glacier, and this is more than a design, it is a call to recycle, to protect these landscapes before they fade beyond recovery. From the rooftop of the world, Sejal Rajbandari, Miss Eco, Nepal. Her gown is built from childhood, from the games, the colors, the toys that were never thrown away, but saved for a later purpose, and that purpose is tonight. Each piece tells a story of what we already have, waiting to be seen differently. Her promise is simple. Sustainability begins with imagination, with reuse, and with the belief that small actions create a powerful impact. Judith Ora is Miss Eco, Netherlands. She comes as the eco-warrior. This futuristic gown is forged from 4 recycled materials, 10 meters of window screen mesh, 200 metallic scrubbers, reclaimed metal accessories, and a recycled plastic corset. It weighs more than 10 kilograms. Rough industrial texture meets elegant structure. Everyday discarded materials transformed into powerful wearable art. Phoebe Long is representing Miss Eco, New Zealand. She calls this piece Wildfire. Born from recycled bottles, scrap fabric, wire, and metallic waste, it tells the story of a planet crying for help. The fiery shades are the rage of the flames. The green leaves are nature's fight to survive. Her message burns clear: nature is not disposable. This is a warning and a call to action. Martha Aji Onatsi is Miss Eco, Nigeria. Leaf-inspired gown is made from recycled plastic foam, construction waste transformed into something elegant. The flowing leaves are a tribute to clean air and the quiet power of nature, the tree and the leaves that create the very air we breathe. A gown born from climate action and environmental awareness. Abelone Smedsrod is Miss Eco, Norway. This long white gown is a modern echo of the aristocratic women of historic Lima, their grace, their refined elegance in this Republican era. Yet it is crafted from fiberglass, recycled plastic bags, and PVC. All of this waste was given a second life. It honors Peru's heritage while embracing a more sustainable future. Opulence reimagined. Stephanie Schmatz is Miss Eco, Peru. She calls this beneath our blindness. It was born from tragedy. The Binaliu landfill landslide in Cebu, made from discarded tarpaulin and foil, the red mask is society's blindness. The falling tears, our grief. 36 beads mark 36 lives lost, and yet she carries a dove, a symbol of hope. This is not just fashion, it is a prayer for awakening. Gabby Carballo is Miss Eco, Philippines. Inspired by the ocean and the Portuguese coast, her gown is built from recycled denim, plastic bottles turned into delicate water flowers, and fishing nets recovered from local fishermen. Shells and forgotten material transformed into art. It is a piece of resilience and hope, a reminder that beauty can rise from what we once threw away. Natasha Cristovao is Miss Eco, Portugal. Her gown is made entirely from old, worn-out things. The top of the fabric, an old pillow. The skirt, from old trousers and a shirt. Her belief is simple and powerful. There is no such thing as unusable clothing. Everything we own can be repurposed and given a new life. Please welcome Taisia Kosolapova, Miss Eco, Russia. Clothed in black, her gown reflects an earth scarred by neglect, yet refusing to give up. From that darkness rises a sculpted flower and leaves resilience and growth. This is life blooming even on barren sand. It's a call to all of us. Our planet can heal, but only if we choose to heal with it. Because even after devastation, the earth still remembers how to flower. Voltale Bemoya, Miss Eco, South Africa. is the voice of the earth itself. The deep red is fire, strength, and the urgency to act on the climate crisis. The orange, our rising temperatures and changing skies. And the golden yellow is hope, the energy from the sun and the sustainable future we can still build if we stand together. More than a dress, it is a call to action for nature and the generations to come. Ana María Bueno Nieves is Miss Eco España. Something truly rare, a gown made entirely from betel palm leaves, nuts, and flowers. In Taiwan, the betel nut is woven into the indigenous culture, but it leaves behind enormous agricultural waste each year. Rather than let it go to waste, she transformed it into this. Her message, even what is discarded in our own backyard can become extraordinary. Taiwan is going green. Wu Pinyi is Miss Eco Taiwan. Her gown is the white leopard, the sacred symbol of Tatarstan. It is sculpted from white polyethylene foam, light as snow, over a corset of recycled plastic sewn from recycled threads. The wings even glow, lit by old light bulbs powered by a battery rescued from forgotten toys. This is the leopard taking flight, not a predator, but a guardian of nature, its light pointing towards a greener future. Camila Murtazina is Miss Eco Tatarstan. She calls this wired nature. It is built from tangled electrical wires, that unlovely tangle of the modern city rewoven into flowers. They speak for the urban dweller who, surrounded by concrete and cables, still longs for the natural world and tries to recreate it from the scraps of everyday life. Waste rewired into beauty. Jessica Ninima is Miss Eco Thailand. She calls this a second life. Her gown is created from beads made of recycled paper, a quiet protest against a system where most paper waste never returns into circulation. Her message is simple. Things do not lose their value after their first use. Everything that can be reused deserves a second life. Michelle Shotropa is Miss Eco Ukraine. She calls this look woman's wear. For her initiative, the upside of upcycling, Kylie thrifted over 50 silk neckties, a century-old staple of menswear, and hand-sewed them into this. The wing brings the drama, the skirt and the top are made to be worn again. This is couture that could grace the cover of Vogue, then walk right back into your own closet. Gentlemen, if you've been looking for that tie, Kylie upcycled it. She is Kylie Klein, Miss Eco, United States of America. Of the traditional yem and non la in eco-friendly form. A high-fashion gown from repurposed bubble wrap and delicate lace, crowned by a conical hat of natural coconut leaf. Industrial waste meets organic beauty, and her message is hers alone. Nature is the greatest inspiration, and fashion means more when it walks hand in hand with the planet. Nguyen Thi Tu Truc is Miss Eco Vietnam. Dr. Resk, what was that word you taught me earlier? Helwa awi, right? Helwa awi. That was so beautiful. These women worked so hard on this. The judges are going to tally some scores. We're going to come back. Before we do, I just want to give one more thank you to the brands making tonight possible, the Crown Plaza Alexandria. This is such a stunning property. Sugary Photography, Leo Photography, Rami Anwar, and of course, Sa'a, one of the greatest set designers in Egypt. Shukran. Habibis, we'll be back in just a minute with your scores, and we'll find out who won. Moment you've been waiting for. Our judges tallied the scores and they have a top 5 for you in no particular order. Ladies, you ready back there? In no particular order, please help me welcome Miss Eco China. Welcoming to the stage, Miss Lily Shu, Miss Eco China. help me welcome to the stage Miss Eco Malaysia. Miss Eco Malaysia. Following up, welcome to the stage, Miss Eco Ukraine. Please help me welcome to the stage, Miss Eco Chile. We have 4. I need one more rounding out our top 5 for the Miss Eco International Eco Dress Challenge. Please help me welcome back to the stage Miss Eco Mexico. So now we have 5, and that means we have to get up to number 1, yeah? Let's do it backwards. Our 4th runner-up, please help me welcome Michelle Shotropa, Miss Eco Ukraine. Our third runner-up. Please help me thank and welcome Miss Eco China. Our second runner-up, Miss Eco Malaysia. Ladies, may I invite the last two of you up here to the center? One of these two ladies is going to get a spot on the top 21. I'm going to tell you who the runner-up is, which makes the other young lady our winner for tonight's Eco Dress Competition 2026. Our first runner-up is Miss Eco Mexico. And that means, of course, that our winner of this Eco Dress Competition, securing a place in the top 21, is Hangarahi Pakarti, Miss Eco Chile. Mabruk. Round of applause, please, for our Eco Dress Queen. And of course, our new top 21 queen taking her place, Miss Eco Chile. Ladies, thank you so much. We're going to give these ladies a few minutes to change into their evening gowns. We're going to be right back. The whole energy is going to change. We're going to take it from eco up to elegant in our evening gowns. Give us just a moment. We'll be right back. Habibis, we are back. In our last segment, you saw Hangari Pakarti take home the third spot on our top 21, winning our Miss Eco International 2026 Eco Dress Challenge. But now, the entire energy has changed in the room. We're going from sustainable to superstar on the catwalk. 43 queens, 43 evening gowns, one by one. We're gonna crown 2 winners. One is gonna be Miss Top Model and the other is gonna be Miss Elegant. Habibtis, you ready? Yalla, let's go. Mexico, Albania. Please help me welcome to the stage Adriana Gravador, Miss Eco, Australia. Avila Islam is Miss Eco, Bangladesh. Joanna Camargo La is Miss Eco, Brazil. Please help me welcome to the stage Olivier Liu, Miss Eco Canada. Miss Eco Chile. Lily Shu, Miss Eco China. Ana María Hernández Posada is Miss Eco Colombia. Ana Maria Bartos. Please welcome Anna Bartosova, Miss Eco, Czech Republic. Desde la República Dominicana, please help me welcome Caroline Espinosa, Miss Eco, Dominican Republic. This is Naomi Lur representing Miss Eco, Ecuador. Bint el-Masr Banan Maher is Miss Eco, Egypt. all the way here to Alexandria. Please help me welcome Andresa Sales, Miss Eco, Fernando de Noroña. Rosa Kilpi, Miss Eco, Finland. Please help me say bonsoir to Luis Misako, Miss Eco, France. Apea came all the way to represent Miss Eco Ghana. Elena Romuska is here representing the other side of Hispaniola. Please help me welcome Miss Eco IT. From where east meets west, please help me welcome Yan Wen Shi, Miss Eco, Hong Kong. From the Asian subcontinent all the way here to Alexandria, please help me welcome Rima Sheikh, Miss India, Miss Eco India. Nikki Aurelia is here to represent Miss Eco Indonesia. land of Renaissance and red wine, Isabella da Spina is Miss Eco Italy. To daring to walk the runway, Shannon Andrade is Miss Eco Jamaica. Please help me say konnichiwa to Tsugumi Matsumoto, Miss Eco Japan. Please help me welcome to the stage Adelina Isufi, Miss Eco Kosovo. Niveta Kumar is here representing Miss Eco Malaysia. Without Kimberly, Nellie, Grace, we would have no Miss Eco Mauritius. Please help me welcome Palmira Ruiz, Miss Eco Mexico. Welcome to the stage, Ms. Sarah Tea, Miss Eco Morocco. Please welcome Sejal Rajbandari, Miss Eco, Nepal. Welcome Judith Bokkeman, Miss Eco, Netherlands. From Oceania to Alexandria, this is Phoebe Long, Miss Eco, New Zealand. Welcoming to the stage, Martha Aji Onazi, Miss Eco, Nigeria. Belone Smedrud is here representing Miss Eco Norway. From Lima to the Lower Nile, please help me welcome Stephanie Schmatz, Miss Eco, Peru. Please help me say Salamapo. Gabby Carballo is Miss Eco Philippines. Hable Portuguese? Natasha Cristóbal does. She is Miss Eco, Portugal. Representing one of the oldest cultures on earth, please help me welcome Taisia Kosolapova, Miss Eco, Russia. Representing her homeland of South Africa, please help me welcome Boltale Bemoya, Miss Eco, South Africa. Running of the bulls to walking the runway, Ana María Bueno Nieves is Miss Eco, España. Welcome to the stage, Wu Pin Yi, Miss Eco, Taiwan. From the crossroads of Asia and Europe, please help me welcome to the stage Camila Murtazina, Miss Eco, Tatarstan. Jessica Ninima is here representing the land of 1,000 smiles, Miss Eco, Thailand. Michelle Chotropa is here gracing our stage, representing Miss Eco, Ukraine. Riley Klein is here representing the United States of America. Representing Miss Eco, Vietnam. In just one moment, we're going to have the queens give us one final walk. I'd love it if you all had a chance to see the gowns just one more time. In the meantime, let me thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank the Crown Plaza here in Alexandria for providing us a wonderful room and all the service we could ever need. I want to thank Mississology, your home for beauty pageant news, Leo Photography, Sugary Photography, of course, Mr. Rami Anwar getting all the angles. Habibtis, you ready? Let's walk it one more time. 44 queens, one walk, two results. If you're ready, I'm ready also. We have two awards that we're going to give out this evening, one for Miss Elegant and the other for Top Model. And if you're ready, Habibtis, you ready back there? And our award for Miss Elegant. Please help me welcome back to the stage, Miss Eco, Thailand. Miss Elegant Thailand, if you would please join me up here, where our reigning queen, Miss Alexi Brooks, all the way from Iloilo to present Miss Eco Elegant. Left to give, and then you're going to join us again here on the final night. So before we get to that, just one award, Habibtis, presenting your Miss Eco 2026 Evening Wear Top Model. Please help me say, Salamat po, Miss Philippines. In the world of pageantry, the Philippines does not play. But you're going to get your final results on Friday. Come back, join us for the final night of Miss Eco International 2026. Good night.